Hello there, my beautiful Leos, and welcome to your weekend reading for this weekend of February 27th to March 2nd. Keep in mind that time is fluid, Leo, and this is your channel. We're going to start off this weekend reading with a number to see what number Spirit is highlighting for you for the weekend, and you have 0 with I am limitless. There is no beginning and no end. All is infinite. It is time to develop your spiritual side. You are gaining new sight and understanding of both godly and earthly things. All right, Leo, with the number 0 coming in. Some of you may be born on the 10th or the 30th, one of the numbers that hold the number 0. I feel like I've been talking about zeros a lot, but I don't think it's been on this channel. So zeros have been coming through collectively lately, and 0 is that middle energy. It comes right after the 9, and it comes right before the 1. So you may find yourself in a stage of the in-between right now. At the end of a cycle, in between the stage of a new cycle. So pay attention to any signs and synchronicities you receive around this time. Coming in with I am limitless, you are in that threshold energy of creation. You're right in between the ending and the new beginning. So what are you creating? Where are you stepping into? New sight of understanding both godly and earthly things. Did anybody watch that Battle of Fate show that I mentioned in the last reading? Because that goes very well with receiving new spiritual insight that maybe you didn't know was a thing or didn't know it was available to you. So let's see what Moonology card is coming through here for you for the weekend. You have Show the World the Real You with Full Moon in Aquarius. So this card comes in to tell you to take your authentic self, your originality, what makes you unique, and show it off. Put it out there. Because this card literally gives a strong message of you doing this, you being your original, unique self, will create movement and manifestations for you. Some of you have Aquarius in your chart or around you. Leo, Aquarius is your sister sign, which means it is your total opposite. So being in this energy of just doing you, doing what you want to do, and really just taking off the veil and saying, this is who I am, and this is what I bring the world, you will stand out. When this energy comes through, you will reap rewards for standing out. So let's see what else you got going on here, Leo, for the weekend. Some of you may just be having this moment right now, and you're like, you know what? I'm tired of hiding away. I'm tired of hiding this part of myself. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of that. And I'm just going to be me. I'm going to show the world who I truly am. And when you do that, when you vibrate on authenticity, you manifest quickly, very quickly. So let's see what else you got going on here, Leo. You also have Sun in Taurus with Practicalities, card number 2. Boost self-worth and finances. So right now, you have an opportunity to boost your finances, boost your abundance as you come more into yourself and acknowledge who you truly are, who you are, I feel like, and the energy of your purpose and your passion. There is a direct connection to you being yourself to feeling more abundant and wealthy. So pay attention, Leo, with the Sun in Taurus, card number 2 coming in, ruling that second house. Gives me like bank account energy, things along the lines that can make you feel more stable, make you feel more secure. There is a direct connection right now, more than ever, to you being your authentic self and receiving more abundance. So now is not the time to hide away out of fear. Let's see what Metatron is giving you for the weekend. Some of you with the Sun in Taurus, you can be moving into a new path for money. New job, new role at a job, new career, things along those lines. You have Tree of Life, travel on, card number 32. So when the Tree of Life comes in, specifically from Metatron, this card says keep on moving forward. You're going to see the connections in the future to this moment now. There is something that you are doing right now in this in-between moment of the zero energy. And if you see in this card, there's a whole bunch of circles that are different colors. And it's interesting enough that circles kind of symbolize zeros. So I feel like there is this infinite possibility coming into your energy, coming into your realm, of truly feeling like that ripple effect, right? There is something that you are doing now. There is something that you're doing this weekend, whatever the case may be, that is going to have a ripple effect for your future. And you may not see it yet, but that card indicates it will. So let's see. Metatron is also giving you detach from drama with look up. So you may find yourself indirectly involved in other people's issues around this time. And your best case scenario is to detach from it. If it doesn't have to do with you, don't make it have to do with you, even though sometimes Leo energy could love to be the mediator of things. If something isn't your problem, don't make it your problem. Let's see what tea leaf you have coming through here for you for the weekend, Leo. You have the bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. Beautiful. Some of you may even find yourself driving over a bridge or walking across one this weekend and actually living in the symbolism of this tea leaf. You also have the fan, romance, celebration, and party. And you have the camel, persevere and you will overcome problems. So interesting. I do feel like for a lot of you, there could be something that needs to be overcome just because of what you're receiving here. But for some reason, detached from drama energy, that shows me that it may not fully have to do with you. You do have the fan coming in, romance, celebration, party. Some of you, that card just knows what you're doing this weekend, who's going out to have fun. If you are going out with your person, could be a very high vibrational time, and that could be exactly what's needed to overcome issues in a relationship. Sometimes just a change of scenery and a change of setting really does assist in romantic partnerships. Others of you, if you do find yourself going out around this time, you may meet somebody here. But you have the bridge in this camel really giving you it literally says overcoming a problem, overcome problems. So I feel like there is some type of issue that either it has to do with you or not, that is going to be successfully resolved this weekend. And even Metatron giving you that detach from drama, showing you that there is going to be something that you're going to feel better about. But you have this fan. So there is some type of high vibrational fun energy coming in that you could be invited to or receive an opportunity to experience. Your overall energy from the tarot is joy and stability with the Four of Wands. So there is a lot of happiness for you this weekend. The Four of Wands could be a coming together. And you know what's crazy is the Four of Wands in the regular tarot and not in this imagery that they use in this deck, but these people are literally at a party in this card. They're literally at a celebration. So if this is not happening for you this weekend, there could be some type of invitation or opportunity you get this weekend to do something that could involve some type of like get together or party or celebratory energy. Four of Wands could also be a wedding, a marriage as well. Let's clarify that. Four of Wands with your overall energy to the Four of Cups. So I feel like you may have been in the process of saying no to a lot of things within the last couple months or couple weeks. Maybe you got invited or received opportunities for certain things that you're like, nah. You know, Leo, especially as a fire sign, when you're not feeling that great about yourself, a lot of things get stopped. So I feel like you may be feeling a bit better about your own energy. You know, you have this full moon in Aquarius, show the world the real you. I feel like there is this energy of feeling more self-worthy, feeling more high vibrational, where you start saying yes to more things. What's coming your way this weekend is the Eight of Pentacles. Your influence, Leo, is the Wheel of Fortune. So change is in the air, but we already see what's changing. And overcoming to a problem. That's what's changing. Something is removing itself or resolving itself this weekend. And your unexpected position for the weekend is the 8 of Swords. You have 8-8. Your advice is the Star. And your outcome for this weekend is the 7 of Wands. Okay. Let's clarify this before I start getting into it. 8 of Pentacles of what's coming your way. This is an energy of effort. This is an energy of putting in work, putting in time. And I feel like for a lot of you, you've been putting in a lot of time into yourself here. You've been focusing on filling up your cup. And in the same process as you have been doing that, you may have been saying no to certain things or to certain people or invitations. And that could be changing for you. Because on the 8 of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords, and the Sun. Some of you felt like if you enjoyed yourself a little bit, then you would ruin your progress on something. Whether you have a specific goal toward your health, toward your wealth, whatever the case may be, you're kind of like, I might have to work, so I'm just going to avoid that. Or I should work, so let me just say no to that. Or whatever the case may be. It's like you've gotten to a point to where you don't have to avoid things any longer for what you're working on. Because I feel like for some of you, there's a very specific goal that you felt like if you avoided it for even like an hour or so, you'd get messed up or something would fall off for you. And like the 7 of Swords to the Sun is a truth being revealed. So let's see, on the Sun, you have the King of Pentacles. So now you have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So what's coming your way is stability from what you have been putting effort into. And this weekend is going to reveal to you that you have made it farther than you think you have. There's this energy of like looking back on how far you've come. And like not feeling guilty about maybe wanting to have a little bit of fun. Or maybe wanting to take a break from something that you maybe do every day or do every hour, or feel like you have to do all the time. King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles of what's coming your way as well. There could be some type of reveal of stability in terms of partnership here. On the Wheel of Fortune, you know what I feel like as well too? If you work with like somebody else or like you're working on a project with somebody and you feel like there are things that need to be talked about that maybe haven't been talked about, they could very much get talked about this weekend. Wheel of Fortune and your influence is the 4 of Wands. There you go. Literally, there you go. See? They're at a party. 4 of Wands, your overall energy. The 6 of Pentacles. So for some reason here, you're allowing yourself to have more fun. You're allowing yourself to say yes to things now. You don't feel like you need to focus on something so hard anymore, or at least just like for the moment, you know. Does it mean that you're going to fully fall off of this? No, it just feels like your energy is kind of like, all right, I got what I needed to get done. I've done what I needed for this project or for this situation here. Now is the time to have a good time. Now, this could be you and your person. There could be a very high possibility that you and somebody were saving towards something and not spending money or going out and doing things that would involve you to spend money. You may be reaching a financial goal either with yourself or another individual. I would say more or less either like a business partner or like joint finance situation in terms of like a relationship. I feel like, you know, if you and your person, maybe you were like, all right, no more date nights. We have to save. You may reach like a threshold of savings that you're like, all right, we can afford a date night. Some of you may be like on your own, finding yourself at a threshold of wealth. And you're like, all right, I can take a night off. I can have some fun. I can do certain things. Something is changing in your energy where you are giving yourself that moment of more free time, which kind of does show me that there is some type of opportunity or offer or invitation for you to do something and go out there, have fun, whatever the case may be. 8 of Swords of your unexpected energy. 10 of Swords, nice. The Emperor and the 5 of Cups to the Ace of Cups. So it could be a love offer that comes your way. If you are going out or doing something, you may connect to somebody here if you are single. But I really do feel like for a lot of you in relationships, if there was some type of goal that you two wanted to have for yourselves, I do feel like you're reaching it and you're able to like give more to the connection, more emotion, more love, instead of just feeling like, all right, we have to save, we have to do this. Some of you may be getting married and, you know, you're trying to save for the wedding and stuff like that. You know, things, I feel like there's something about saving or spending or something like that. And it probably, I'm feeling that because of the Sun in Taurus coming through, but you have the King, you have the Queen, you have the 8 of Pentacles, you have the 6 of Pentacles. There's something here where you're feeling stable enough to say yes. You're feeling stable enough to say, all right, I can spend a little now. And the Ace of Cups is here, so there could be surprising new love offers for singles. And or if you and your person are finally doing some more things together, experiencing things, going places, it could renew the sense of emotional energy between the two of you. And I do feel like for some of you single Pisces, why am I saying Pisces? Single Leos, I don't know if you're going to a wedding this weekend or there is a wedding in the midst, but you could meet somebody at a wedding and or reconcile with someone that maybe you haven't seen in a while. Doesn't mean that it's on a romantic level, but on the Star with your advice, we have the Strength card and we have the Page of Swords. Yeah, so the Star is saying to you, enjoy the energy that you have worked so very hard to have. Strength gives the energy of self-control. So you have been having self-control towards either spending or doing things or maybe buying things that you don't feel like you need, or I don't know, in whatever way, shape, or form you could have self-control. But now your energy is opening up a little bit and you're like, all right, I feel like I've gotten somewhere. So let me give myself some time to do something. And on the 7 of Wands, with your outcome, we have the 2 of Swords, we have the 5 of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Tower to the Hanged Man. It looks like by weekend's end, you have an epiphany moment of realizing that you can handle more than you thought you were able to handle. Why is the Hangman here? The Star. A lot of Aquarius energy here. I feel like there is wish fulfillment for you. I feel like you are reaching some type of goal for yourself or something that you have with another person. And I feel like there is an epiphany moment for you this weekend that, you know, you could be super focused and super self-controlled in certain type of habits or certain types of goals or certain types of things for yourself. But you may be coming into this realization this weekend that, yeah, you can have self-control towards things, but not allowing yourself to still live your life and have fun and say yes to things and experiencing new things doesn't make sense either. You know, it's okay to sacrifice for a period of time, but you don't want to sacrifice your whole life. And then you find yourself and you're like 75 years old and you're like, why didn't I do those things? Why did I care so much about this or that or this without feeling like I had time to experience things? And that could be why Metatron's Tree of Life came through. Because this realization now, at any age that you're having it, you're going to see it have that ripple effect for the future. When you do turn 75 or 80, you may have that reflection and being like, oh my gosh, thank God I gave myself some time to have fun in life. So there's something here. And I know we live in a society where money rules us. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. But I feel like there is this way, hanged man to the tower, of having this shift where you can still live and experience life and still feel abundant at the same time. So with this Ace of Cups, there is some type of love to experience here. There is some type of connection to experience here. Whether you meet this individual or this love is already in your life, I feel like, you know, and some of you may not agree, but I personally feel like no amount of work and effort beats that moment of feeling like you truly lived. So yeah, your focus on practicalities is here. But you're reaching a threshold of having either enough for yourself or just enough to feel okay with saying yes to something. Because, you know, say you find yourself on your last day on earth and you're sitting there and you have, you know, your grandchildren. They're like, hey, like, what advice would you give us? It's almost like I can hear just like live a little or live a little more. And I feel like if you're not doing that this weekend, you may have an epiphany moment that you should be doing that for the future. So I don't know why I'm like randomly getting emotional. Because I can like see somebody like on like, I don't know if it's like a regular bed or like a hospice bed. And I can just see somebody like surrounded by their family and like their or friends or whoever. And like they're asking them like, if you were to give us like one thing of advice, like what would it be? I don't know why I'm getting emotional. I'm like laughing and crying at the same time. And it's just like, live a little, show the world yourself, know that you're limitless, you know, like there's no, like that card says, there's no beginning and there's no end. All is infinite. And some of you, you know, if it's not that live a little energy, it's that like detach from issues. You know, you don't want to live a life where you just were complaining about everything or, you know, had problem over and over and over again and this, that, and the other, you know, like positivity brings life. So I don't know. We have to continue on because I'm just going to keep getting emotional. So in terms of zodiac signs in your spread that could be around you or in your chart, you do have Leo, you have Aquarius, you have Taurus, you have Aries. You actually have really strong Aquarius, Scorpio, and Pisces. All right, let's see what your ending oracle is here, Leo. From the Moonology Manifestation deck, you have focus on the positive, new moon in Sagittarius. There you go. All right, now Sagittarius coming through. They actually already came through. I'm sorry. The Wheel of Fortune was here. I forgot to say Sagittarius. Here we go. The way is clear. All you have to do is make sure you enjoy the ride. Stop. Thank God I'm not on camera for this one. Oh my God, y'all would think I'm like a crazy lady. Okay, keep it together. Okay, the way is clear. All you have to do is make sure you enjoy the ride. That should be easy enough as long as you stop worrying and start believing in your own good luck. It's true that life goes in cycles, and this card shows that you're moving into a good life phase. As Abraham Hicks says, think about what you want and not about what you don't want. Focus on the positive now. Your manifesting is definitely on track, and the more you master the art of feeling good, the longer it'll stay that way. This card is an especially good sign related to study, travel, adventure, and the cosmic quest to understand life. Oh my God. Look back and see how far you've come and count your blessings. Literally said that so too. Okay. Your affirmation with this card is I am lucky, and so it is. Oh my gosh. I don't know why this reading is making me so emotional. Okay. I don't know what else to say. That's what I have here for you, Leos. Thank you for being here and for watching. I love all of y'all out there in the world. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you get alerts of new readings from the channel. I'm going to take a break right now. I think I need one. And yeah, that's what I have. And you know when you have those moments where you experience like such a nice moment of life that you like cry happy tears, and you just have that moment of bliss where you're just like, wow, I'm enjoying my time so much, or I'm having such a good time, or when you really just get that boost of energy and you're around people and you're just like, I love you guys. Like, I just feel that energy here. So, and those are the moments that we take with us through our journey of life. So I feel the need to say that I'm super grateful that y'all Leos, as the community I have here, have been journeying through this life with me as like a reader and, an energy worker, teaching people about energy, teaching people about their bodies and, just stuff like that. Leo, you have been my like #1 supporter since I've gotten on YouTube. And no matter where I ever am in life, I will always be grateful. So, yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go. Thank you, Leos. I love y'all. Have a good weekend ahead, and I'll talk to you soon. I know why I'm probably emotional. Y'all, I'm a Pisces. It's Pisces season. It has a little bit more of emotional towards us, Okay, Leos, love y'all. Talk to you soon. Bye now.